episode 17 once again. This is my Blade Wolf DLC Revengeance mode video walkthrough. If you follow this, you will be able to beat the DLC in under an hour, which is I believe it's like a 50G achievement called Fangs of Fury, which is what this guide is effectively. And it's very late, so I apologise for that, folks, but I didn't like this DLC too much, and it kind of bummed me out on the game. I was really upset with it, and I can still understand why I felt that way. I think it's because I enjoyed playing as Sam so much and playing as Raiden so much, and then when this one came out I expected it to do lots of grand things, and it turned out to be literally 20 minutes long with one boss that I just did not think was very fun to fight. But even now, coming back, compared to, a lot of games released this year, even a DLC I deemed to be quite weak in the face of the main game is still significantly better than a lot of the stuff I've been playing recently. This sequence and all the sequences in this part of the video are incredibly simple to stealth as far as the paths that I've got for you. Figuring the paths out is challenging, but once you have them and it starts working, then you can just divide and conquer and carry on. For instance, the previous room we just did, run across the roofs, you have no issue. This room you have to kill people, so use your height advantage, use your speed, be sneaky, and that's all it takes. Very simple, this first sequence. The one coming up on the bridge is not too bad either. I didn't even know you could stealth kill the grads, but you can, and it's really funny to watch because it's kind of preposterous but amazing at the same time. Not too sure. I think right there, if I'd have done Zandatsus on each of the enemies, it would have probably bumped that rank up to an S, because even with the 2 bonuses, I still missed the S rank, which just goes to show that, ranking on this game it's all or nothing, and it's one of the things that I still think they could have done and handled better. I don't think rank should always be based off of not taking damage. I think it should be a little bit more skillful, and I know that probably sounds really, contradictory. What's more skillful than doing something perfectly and not being touched? Well, that is skillful, but I'm talking more of a case of if you drop your rank and you've made a mistake, knowing intelligently how to compensate to get it back up is what I mean. I would like ranking to be a little bit more progressive, so you can play to your strengths and still get the best rank. You don't have to move out of your comfort zone, and I don't want it to be easy. That's the opposite of what I want. I would just prefer it, for instance on this game, on my S rank walkthrough to get the achievement or the trophy, you literally, if you do not get every enemy quite high combo, every enemy full Zandatsus, really, really quick, if you don't do all that, then you will never get the S, unless you get the no damage bonus. And for a lot of it, all you really had to do is try for a no damage bonus. If you could get that, you generally played well enough to get an S on all the other criteria, so you didn't even have to focus on your combo, or on Zandatsus, or on being quick. You just had to focus on not taking that damage and being lethal, and it always guaranteed you the rank. And that was always something that I thought was a bit boring, really. I would much prefer it if there was a special way to score, like you got a bonus for chopping their head off before you got the Zandatsu or something. Something that required you to do something interesting or different, and I don't know, it might be overcomplicating things, but I seem to be one of the only people outside of a niche of people who likes complication in games. I've been playing games for a long time, a lot of people have, and we've seen everything from the simplest mechanics be super addictive to the most complicated mechanics be really boring and awful to use, but I would still, over simplicity, pick complexity every time, and that's just me. And I'm always looking to make things more interesting or more detailed, or just something more to learn. Like, I've been playing Assassin's Creed 3 recently, and I really don't like it at all, and a lot of people probably think, why play it? And I like to give games a fair chance, even if I'm not enjoying them. And it does benefit me that I can put them on the channel, and it can kind of give me, a motivation to do so. But that sequence there, guys, I killed the raptor so that I could throw the RP grenade without him spotting me from behind. It worked perfectly. This room here is a little bit messier. I get spotted there by the Fenrir, but he doesn't see me. He goes invisible and then spawns back where he was standing, which I didn't understand either. So I try this is a first attempt, I chuck an RP grenade, I wait for it to detonate, and then I can just get past everything. It works beautifully. So there you go, guys. As long as you have 2 RP grenades by the time you get to this sequence, you should be fine to stealth through those areas. And if you don't have them, it's still more than possible, because on my first playthrough I didn't have them either, and I snuck around them. So just get creative, and you shouldn't have too much of an issue. But Assassin's Creed 3, they've added a lot of different levels of complexity to that game, and I think it's just diluted what was fun. Like, a lot of it is menu based now, when you're using this feature called the Homestead to send people off into convoys, and it goes all champ manager on it, and it sounds like a really good idea, but it's just convoluted and boring. Like, I pick my mason, I pick wood, and I get an item. You know, it's not interesting enough to warrant doing. And I found it with a lot of that game, just, you know, Assassin's Creed 2, I loved it so much, such a great game, and then the third one has bored me to tears, like ubiquitously across everything I've done. And I just think it's fatigue, I literally do. I've played too many Assassin's Creeds at this point, and I can't do it anymore, which is why, as much as I want to play Black Flag, I get the feeling I'm not going to like it. But there you go, guys, that's the second phase of the Blade Wolf DLC. The next one is the boss fight. It's going to be a very short video because it will be a no damage run against him, and I'm going to outline some of the tricky parts of that fight and what you should practice to get the achievements. So thank you for watching, and you take care now.